Hello students, we are in the 7th part of the corrosion and its prevention, and I am your teacher Sudipta. So as we have already discussed the 6 different parts of the types of corrosion and for some of its prevention method, this is the 7th type of corrosion which is called as erosion corrosion. Now erosion corrosion is a very common type of corrosion and it results from loss of film under high velocity or high turbulent fluid flow. High turbulent fluid flow is a common phenomena within the pipeline or any closed channel like that, as all of us know. Now corrosion reaction, which is accelerated by relative movement between corrosive fluid and metal surface. Corrosive fluid doesn't mean that it has to be always acidic or highly basic in nature. The corrosive fluid may be saline in nature or the presence of dissolved salt in the aqueous medium or any other type of liquid which is containing some other type of reactive medium. Not only the medium but also the surface or the subsurface of that particular pipeline or the closed channel body, that also plays a very important role for the sake of the corrosion. Now one more important criteria is high turbulence intensity. Turbulence, that is the chaos, that is whenever the fluid is moving through the pipeline or the closed channel, the major important part is whenever it is passing through the channel, turbulency should be there. Impact velocity, the angle, the relative density between the particle and the fluid, size of the particle present, etc. They are also very important in considering the erosion corrosion. As we know, very common phenomena that whenever some impure liquid is passing through a pipeline or closed channel like that, then the presence of that particular small particles like sand, dirt, dust or any other type of impurity, they actually has got some kinetic energy due to the movement of the fluid, and because it is definitely in a very random type of movement or turbulent type of movement, so it will create some scratch mark on the side walls. And due to erosion corrosion on the condenser tube in the different type of heat exchanger, evaporator, etc. So over here you can see that is the type of erosion corrosion of the condenser tube that occurs, which is very common. And second type is called as impingement corrosion. This is one type of thing. So over here we can see that the steam and the droplet, both of them, when they are passing through a very narrow channel within a particular closed pipeline or loop like that, so immediately they will get accelerated whenever they are passing through that particular narrow channel. So what will happen, at the cost of the pressure drop, the velocity will increase, and if there is any bend or curved section in front of that, then the droplet, the small droplet, they will be creating some impingement effect. Okay, so the droplet will burst onto the side walls and they will create the loss of physical material, that is metallic material mostly, and the steam will pass through, and due to the high temperature and the medium, what will happen, that is the acceleration of the corrosive effect. Now how to control the erosion corrosion? Selection of resistant materials like high wear resistance, high hardness, etc. that we have to choose properly and wisely, judiciously, to control the erosion corrosion. First thing. Second thing is decreasing the flow velocity. This is the primary method, that is the lower the kinetic energy of the flowing fluid, definitely the decreasing effect will occur for the flow velocity, and the chances of erosion corrosion will also be minimum. And thirdly, which is definitely a little difficult in common practice, as we know, that is the minimizing the turbulence effect. Turbulence effect is difficult to control, because if there is any type of turbulence in a system, then different types of flow controller or channels separately they has to be erected or fabricated. The eighth type of corrosion is called as general or uniform corrosion. So over here in the figure, what you can see, that on a single material layer there are high elevation and low elevation, and high elevation they are marked with plus sign, and the low elevation they are marked with the negative sign. So actually what happens, the negative signs, that region they will act as anode, and the high elevated sides they will act as cathode. So at anode what will happen, when they are in saline medium or electrolyte medium, so iron or Fe, they will create Fe++ and 2 electron will be eliminated. And at cathode, oxygen they will react with 2 molecules of water and definitely 4 electron, free electron. They will create a radical, that is OH minus, and 4 number of radicals also will be created. So the combined effect, if we analyze, then we can see that is 4 Fe plus 3 O2 plus 2 H2O, they will create 2 Fe2O3, that is 2 ferric oxide and water dot H2O. So it is the attack over the entire exposed surface or a large area of metals, and metallic loss is distributed uniformly across the exposed surface. So the most common of this type of corrosion is the manhole cover. In case of manhole cover, the entire large area of the exposed area has got some area which is ups and some area definitely it is at lower elevation, and within that, whenever they are in contact with saline medium or any other electrolytic medium, it may be acidic, it may be basic. So this type of effect, that is the electron exchange effect or ion exchange effect, they also will occur. So that's all for today's session, and in the next video we'll be discussing more about it. Till then, goodbye and stay tuned. I am coming back with new video regarding corrosion. The things are not over yet. Bye bye.